So hello guys and welcome to another video where I'm going to report you my day trading which I just have had behind myself. Today is the 6th of March and in this video I'm going to report you not only my tradings for today but also the day before, yesterday. So let's get started with yesterday. Yesterday was, I have to say, the worst uh, day I have ever had. Okay, if you're familiar with my working style, with my trading style, you know I do a scalp, which means I involve a big portion of my capital, a big portion of my account, which is almost 80% or even more than that, and I look for a very 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 small movement. So I am out of the market as soon as I've got that. Today I made a bunch of mistakes, I have to say. First of all, I started with 2% plus. I didn't quit, I didn't give up. I continued trading. I got -5, totally -3. I got another -3, -8, which I had to quit. I didn't. So I'm very sad to say that I closed yesterday with almost, I have the amount here with -13%. This is a huge amount of money. This is a huge percent. This has a huge effect on my performance. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure actually I have failed with this challenge. Challenge number two is already failed, I would say. But the point is, I'm not going to quit. I am going to learn from the mistakes. I have recorded my performance. I have reported different points, which I will go through for you as well. I have to extend, highly likely, I'm not so sure, but highly likely I have to extend this challenge for one more week. So challenge number two will have 2 weeks, 3 weeks, one extra plus two first weeks, to see if we are going to hit the target, which I'm kind of sure that I will go do that. And yeah, we will make it. So the point is, there are different form of trading you can, which is highly recommended actually in some scenarios for some personalities, for some persons with some specific characteristics, where you go with 10% of your account, which is highly recommended, which is okay. I have done that as well. The other one is scalping. Scalping is very associated with waiting, making decisions in a very short amount of money, the best of them. And of course, controlling your emotions, which can, which definitely significantly affect your decision-making process, decision-making power. And that was yesterday that I completely lost my control over my emotions, and I messed it up actually. I guess yesterday's what happened yesterday was a great reset for my mind, for a great, let's say, shock for my mind. So I recovered myself and I started today. Today was not the best one again, but I have actually stick to some of the rules that I didn't yesterday. So I'm going to go on with the same rules as I have had for the first challenge, for the first week of this challenge, and of course for today. But I'm not gonna quit, definitely. So let's get started again with today, because yesterday I had too many trades. I had trades that were open for too long, and the end result was, as I just mentioned, was not very good. And I didn't had the best of the day opportunities, so the result was, of course, not good by the end of the day. However, today was quite different. Again, for today, I wasn't able to stick to my rules very good. By that I mean I started. Okay, that should be the other one. Sorry. By that I mean I have started quite earlier than usual, than I mostly do, which was actually here. So I started trading today. It was almost 11:49, I guess, um, before US market opens. So here I opened a buy position, which I know right now it is 18:30 Central European time. I see the result. Here I opened the buy position because I was expecting to meet the price of 15:30 of yesterday. Technically speaking, that would be a perfect match. However, it didn't happen, so I had to close the position quite soon. You will just see in a few seconds how I have closed this position. I have closed this position in -3% of my own account. This is what I have for myself. -3% is the maximum amount of loss that I'm going to tolerate, which was not the case yesterday. And as I didn't do that, so I just fucked up. Okay. Here again, I just closed the position in -3%, and as the times goes on, went on, I noticed that I could do better, but it takes what it takes. -3 is -3. So I closed that, and I opened the other one here, which you see just in a minute, and that was not a bad one, actually. That was not a bad one. Oh, yes, that was a bad one, actually. First of all, I'm talking about this one, which again, I opened for the same TP. However, that didn't work, and I closed this one in -2% because I didn't want to have 2 -3%, and I closed that quite sooner. Here, I got the jackpot, actually. I got +3%. We had got Fairchurch's testimony starting at that time exactly 4 p.m. Central European time, and here I just had a small amount of money in the pocket, so I got 1%, and that was it from today, guys. So one thing I would really like to do is that, to technically speaking, to show you why, for example, I have opened this position, right? Which is, of course, quite difficult for me here. So 1513 that I mentioned you was here last day. The price was 18,000, almost 18,100 Nasdaq, of course, and I had two buy position for them, and you see the prices is reached. The price of Nasdaq at the moment is exactly the same price, meaning I could have opened that, let's say, quite later, so I had the money, or let's say a closed position with profit, which I did that, but very sooner than the time, which is right now actually for that. So guys, that was it. I say for today, I'm not gonna trade anymore today. Yesterday again was a very bad one. I'm gonna be a positive. I'm gonna say that I have learned from that. However, that was not the same mistake. That was almost the same mistake that I had done before. Also in demo account, there are some points that you completely lose your control over what you are doing. That is exactly why I have my journals. I keep the trades, I keep the track of them every day, every point that I need. I also have a whiteboard behind myself, which is here, as you see, and over there I've written where I have to do what. Not only that, but also I have a flow chart. I have a flow chart with different colors, helping me to see actually when you cannot clearly maybe think due to the pressure, due to the excitement, to see, okay, I am at this position, so what should I do? Which direction does it go? But all of this didn't work yesterday. I'm very sorry about that, but I promise you, I promise myself to do much better. So I closed today with 1.7%. Again, I will extend this challenge for one more week, so I can compensate this minus 13%, hopefully, and get the target and go to the third challenge probably in 2 weeks. That was it, guys. I hope you learn from my mistake as well. I try to learn myself from my mistakes. I hope you do as well, and I hope you had a very fantastic day trades for today. Let's say see you tomorrow with positive results, hopefully. Have a good one. Stay tuned. Bye bye.